Tonight, I have a lady that's running for city commissioner in Paris, Kentucky, Cynthia Criswell.
Give it just a second.
Thanks,
It's still
Butch.
loading.
I just figured, I don't know if you want to talk about your plans for what you're going to do as city commissioner.
Yeah, be happy to tell you all a little bit about myself and talk about why I'm running and while we watch this coin pusher here. Um, as Butch said, I'm Cynthia Criswell. I'm just recently retired and thought this would be a good time to get into local politics. And I've lived or worked here in Paris all my life. And my husband and I live on the creek, and we have 2 dogs and a cat. We've been married 31 years, which is a really long time.
33, he said.
Everybody, we got to do our introduction. I'm Butch.
Nah, I'm Amy.
Cynthia.
Brad.
Welcome to Butch and Amy's Coin Pushing. We'll go ahead and get started. So, while we're doing this, just, I guess talk about what you're going to do.
All right. Well, for anybody who doesn't know, Paris is a town of about 10,000 people. So we're kind of small, but I feel like we need to grow a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So we have lots of room in our industrial park. So I know our EDA is working on adding some businesses to that. So we'll have some more tax dollars so we can take care of our citizens better. And we need to take care of our infrastructure and make sure we have the correct amount of water and sewer availability for these industries that might come to us. So that'll be a priority for me. I also am very interested in keeping our downtown intact. We have a lovely downtown that has a lot of beautiful old buildings and a lot of great merchants right now. And we have a few empty buildings, so we're hoping to fill up more of those empty buildings or repurpose them. So that's one of the things I want to take care of the merchants we have, make their lives as easy as we can as far as filling out paperwork and however they have to have their payments and stuff, make that as easy as possible. And then for new businesses, try to streamline the process.
Cynthia, I'm going to pause you for just a second. I just want to say hello to everybody. We've got a bunch of people starting to roll in. Most of the people that are in here right now are local so far. My mom is one of them. She did want to just say that you do have her vote already. She's kind of done some research on you, but please, no data centers.
Can you all,
if nothing else,
hey,
please.
can
no
you all
data
hear?
centers.
Can you all hear her? Okay.
Yes, I turned the volume up and she's coming through okay. We're just standing right behind the phone.
Okay.
But welcome, everyone.
All right.
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
Cynthia.
All right, so we're back. Just talking a little bit about my campaign, and I'm glad there are people in here listening to me while we enjoy this coin machine here. I have to say I'm kind of fascinated by this. I've never seen this before except in little videos. So, I was talking about we need some smart growth and to take care of our businesses and grow our tourism. That's a great way to help our merchants and
Yes.
Bring people into our community. And we have a lot to offer. I think our tourism person, Betty Ann, does a wonderful job. She's part-time, but I swear I think she works time and a half. And so I think we just need to support our businesses locally and then hopefully bring in some new tourists so they can make some additional funds. And I really want to be a voice for everyone in Paris, not no special interests. I think we owe it to listen to all of our citizens and take into consideration what they have to say. I plan to not only be available by email or phone, but I also plan to have one night a month where I'll be available for people to come talk to me if they want to talk in person.
Oh, that would be great.
I hope to do that in the city building, but if that's not possible, I'll find a location and put that out on my Facebook page so people know where to find me. And I also think when we have things going on that we need to have town meetings so people can express their concerns or their joy over something. We've had some issues in the past where things were not discussed with the community, and we definitely need to
Like the
to
golf
change
course?
that. Yes, Butch, like the golf course.
You live right across the creek from.
Yes, I do. I see
Yeah.
the golf course every day, or what's left
What
of the
used to
golf
be a golf
course.
course.
Yes, and
It's a
so
wasteland now.
right now we have a group of citizens, and I've been helping with this. Claire Hilbreck is running this group called Stone Creek Park Project, and we're hoping to work with the city commissioners to help fund this park that would become a new park in place of the golf course, since we can't really, there's nobody stepping up to make it a golf course again, so I think it needs to be reimagined into a park. And would also give people the opportunity to fish.
Have a public access.
Yes, public
That is
access.
something I know for years that I have heard from the public that Stoner Creek is one of our biggest access, and we don't have public access to it. And then you get into this, well, now it's, it's private property, and I understand the liability that goes with it, but it's so disappointing, that, I mean, I know I've heard people say, well, if that does become a park, who's gonna maintain it? But I've heard that, and I'm one of them, I'll volunteer one evening a week to go pick up trash.
Yes.
I'll volunteer.
We do have several people, like at least 20 on this committee, and Friends of Stoner Creek is willing to help. So we'll have people that help volunteer to take care of the park. The idea right now, we've been having these input sessions where the community can talk to us about what they'd like to see, but we also don't want to duplicate things we have at other parks.
Right.
So to have nice walking trails and to keep the infrastructure down so we don't have a lot of extra runoff into the creek
Correct, yeah.
with hardscapes.
Yeah,
You know what,
every parking lot, every roof on the warehouse, everything raises the creek on the people downhill from it.
Exactly. So we don't want to do
Garrett
that.
Park's bad, it has it bad enough.
We want to see if we can even mitigate some of
What
that.
I'd like to see about that park is like McConnell Springs in Lexington, the path that it has around the water is that every so often there's one of those big signs that has something about the history and how that waterway affected of why we settled Lexington. And then, so we know that Stoner is why we have Paris. People
Exactly.
didn't stop here for anything but that creek. So it's like to be able to maybe have old photos and something about our history. And then also something that could even be, like they have up there, it's more like birds in that area. For us, I think it would be neat to almost like try to tie in something that has to do with the horses. If that's the way we're going with tourism, I really love to see that as a focus. But
We,
You gotta do a clean
yeah,
out.
I think
That's
educational
sort of-
opportunities will be huge. Do I keep talking?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
keep talking.
No.
Because,
You're
we
fine.
can talk about what lives in the creek, we can talk about our birds, we can talk about our history. We can definitely, probably tie in the horse history at some
Yeah.
point to that property. And giving boat access to Upper Stoner Creek, for
That's
anybody
all
that
we got.
doesn't know, Upper Stoner Creek is
The
a
tower,
pool.
you can't see it. Just go
Oh,
ahead.
we're going to talk about the tower here, so let's
Yeah.
Sorry.
go
The
ahead.
tower's
No, let's hear
leaning
it.
back, so I don't
Oh.
know if y'all can see it. But once it falls, hopefully it'll kick the bottom forwards. If the top does fall out of it, because we're low on forward to push this off.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the Upper Stoner keeps a pool of water all year round, so people can boat, they can kayak, they can paddleboard.
And Bourbon
all
County
year
has a
long.
great opportunity right now where Scott County just took away public access to Elkhorn Creek last year. They took away all public access for kayakers.
Oh,
It became a liability. They were cutting through public property, and they had been nice enough all these years, and then it got taken away. So it's like we now have an opportunity for kayakers that are in this Tri-County area that are looking for access.
yes.
And we have a great, I've kayaked. I've got the kayak stowed because I knew somebody with their property was on it. So it's like we are missing such an opportunity.
Yes. If we miss this opportunity and let someone else purchase that property, we're never going to get that opportunity again. And the county's been looking for years for boat access. It's something to buy
And it's
for
right
a rent.
here.
And while the county is not right on board right now to put any money in, the city has the
I was gonna say,
opportunity.
see it
Ooh,
spreading out.
okay, we got something going on now.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. I just get
So we-
excited. I got to read.
It's all right. So, So yeah, the city has the opportunity to provide the public access boat ramp that people have been wanting for years, and there are lots of people kayaking. So I think it's a great opportunity for our locals. Plus, as Amy said, we're going to bring in people from out of town, probably out of state as well. People go to the gorge, come to the gorge all the time, and one of my friends works at a distillery, and she said they stop in there and say, yeah, we stopped here, we're on the way to the gorge. So they might stop here and spend a day kayaking with us and then go on to the gorge. Or maybe just make us the destination.
Or make us the Sundays where they don't have time to go to the gorge, but they can get it in here.
And the thing is that, you know, we've got the hotel opening.
Yeah.
But we also, I don't know that local residents are aware of how many unique historical homes we have in Bourbon County, Airbnbs.
Yes.
There are even farms in Bourbon County that you can come out and wake up for some of the most expensive racehorses out your window. You know, so we already have places for them to stay.
I hope we got enough quarters to get some of that over.
Do when they get here.
Yes.
You know,
Come on,
stay
Butch.
more than 1 night. You know.
Yes.
We have some lovely B&Bs, and our hotel downtown is you know, the envy of probably all of Kentucky because it is absolutely beautiful, and has proprietors that care about the community. So yeah, so we've talked about the parks, and I do want to say about the parks. I want us to have a holistic plan, a master plan for our parks, and I want us to look at each one of those and see, like Garrett Park now has the disc golf course, but they need more things, and so we need to look at those as a group and come up with some viable solutions to make those parks still be active and giving to the community.
I was born and raised in Lexington, and seeing a park not have something and it just be this
We'll let it work
space,
for a little bit. We're
it does
really
not
low on
take
quarters.
very long for the undesirable behaviors to start taking place
That
in
stuff
that
at
park.
quarter over is about to drop under.
So you have to make it to where it's viable to keep it, you know,
Yes.
as a park. I
Yes.
completely understand where you're coming from. Yeah.
And Garrett could potentially become kind of an off-ramp for the kayakers and the tubers if we end up doing the dam conversion, which is pretty far down the road, but it is a possibility.
Most of the time where y'all live is like a pond.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the time. So
Yeah.
it's really calm.
So, Butch, we've had a whole lot of people come in. We're at 500 right now. Why don't you go ahead and do a reintroduction of Cynthia real quick?
This is Cynthia Criswell from Paris, Kentucky. She's running for city commissioner. I thought I'd have her over for a game. She wanted me to do it because she didn't want to have to keep up with tossing quarters, but she had never even seen one of these, and now she's kind of interested in it. So we might get her to throw us a few quarters before the end. But that's all I got to go ahead and get some quarters off so we can win some of this stuff. See, the chips are built up. When it started out, I only had one layer on it, so everything was just sliding. Now we get to win some. And anything I win goes to her campaign fund.
So flyers, the kayakers we're talking about would be more out of town. There was a county over from us. There was a public access to the Elkhorn Creek, which is a huge draw for kayakers. Last summer they closed that. So what Cynthia and myself, I'm part of that group that's hoping that this takes place. We're hoping to provide a place here in Bourbon County that they would be able to access a great waterway that doesn't dry up all year round. They would always have something to be able to kayak on or fish.
Yes.
So, welcome in everybody. Appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, give us a like. I don't do warnings, but tonight I'm just going to let you know if you're being rude, I have no qualms about getting rid of you. Go ahead, Cynthia.
Yeah, go ahead, lady.
All right, thanks, Amy. So yeah, we've been talking about the park systems here and the potential of a new park that we have that could be right downtown Paris for kayakers. So we're hoping that will happen. It's a long story. I've talked about some of it. Just to tell everybody a little bit about myself. I've never run for political office. I worked in banking for over 30 years. I was everything from a teller to a compliance person to the BSA officer, physical security officer, and then I was a
I lost 20.
all right, Butch is showing me all these wonderful little things, so I'm losing track of what I'm saying.
No, I'm showing them.
But and then I finished my career as a bank auditor, where I was auditing the banking systems. So that's my work history. But I've been working in the community in the background for those same 30 years.
These are 5 apiece.
So I started out with Paws. We formed the group and built the animal shelter, and then we developed adoption programs and the satellite adoption center at PetSmart. And then I was the volunteer rescue coordinator for several years, where we worked with numerous rescue groups up north. And lots of people did the transport. Oh, it sounds like we're really moving some coins now. So
Yeah,
all right,
I'm happy.
cool, cool.
I know it's out. Everybody that watches me knows it's probably hard for me to keep my mouth shut. Like, yeah. Go ahead, you're doing a great job.
All right. So after that, I started on the committee that constructed the Patrick Brandon Dog Park, and that's been a very successful park for the last probably 20 years maybe now. I've also served on the Bourbon County Habitat Board. We weren't building at that time, but before I left, we merged with Scott County Habitat, and the building started again in Paris. So I'm happy
You do
about
dog
that.
rescue too, don't you?
I did dog rescue for many years, yes.
That's cool.
And then the last 6 years, I served on the Hopewell Museum's board, where I was the president the last 2 years. And that was a very rewarding time. And then I've been on the Friends of Stoner Creek board, community action, and now I'm helping with the Stoner Creek Park project. So I feel like I have a bit of a resume to offer to people. I have proven that I can get things done in our community, and so I think I would make a great city commissioner. So if you're in Paris city limits and can vote for me, I would love to have your vote.
All right, you got mine.
All right, thanks.
My mom said she needs a yard sign,
I will get her one.
and she said she also thinks that you all probably know each other. My mom worked in 2 different banks in Lexington over the course of several years.
Okay.
And one she was head teller for quite a while. So she would probably Chase Bank on Alexandria Drive, Community Trust off of Southern Drive, and then she worked for Central Bank, but she worked in their client service department.
Okay. Well, we may have crossed paths somewhere. All that
Yeah.
time. Yeah. And yes, and if anybody else would like a yard sign, I've got several. I'd be happy to drop one off to you. So,
I already got mine.
you know.
While he's doing a clean out, you're welcome to put that in front of the camera. If it's got your website or your Facebook or anything like that on there.
Yep, it's got my.
It's on a huge delay.
It's Cynthia Criswell for
There
City
it goes.
Commissioner on Facebook, and let me flip it over here. There's all that information I've been talking about, so you don't have to try to read it. I think I just went over most of it. But
And guys, I'll put this her stuff in the description of the video as well once it
Can't
posts.
believe we got that.
ooh, what's
There's
that?
another $15. A golf ball. It's
Okay.
hard to get, like that ping pong ball. I don't know if it'll go over or not, but
Welcome
things that
in,
are round
Elijah.
go back
Welcome in,
because it's
King.
got a lip on it. See how
Welcome
it's built
in,
up?
Prince.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a Hemi put in this. It keeps losing, but that's what our real Jeep looks like. No
Hey,
lights,
Roland.
but it's an ongoing thing. The red quarter and the Jeep races in every game.
Well, Butch, I really appreciate you having me out.
Before you go,
Yeah.
just take a hand,
All right.
just get a handful, and when it starts to go back out, drop them.
Okay.
Here's our first toss to the coin pusher.
Where am I dropping it? Back here?
Just anywhere. As long as it's on that surface right there, it'll go down. You know, if you drop it right here, it'll go down and it'll fall in. I really like the sound of quarters dropping. And then you hear that silver $50 hit just now. It's got a different sound.
All right. Well, again, Amy and Butch, thank you so much for doing this for me. I really appreciate it, and I hope I didn't bore people too much. But again, it's Cynthia Criswell for Paris City Commission. I'd love to have your vote, and thanks for listening.
Thanks. Thanks for watching, y'all. And thanks for being cool. We're gonna talk to them for a second. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and I'll be right back. I'll come back. But we're gonna finish this game, see what we can win. Yeah, if you want to keep dropping quarters, yeah.
Cindy's gonna throw some quarters in. Heck yeah.
She did already. That ping pong ball looks like it's gonna come up there. That's so wild. Stuff like that, a quarter fall down behind it, it'll roll all the way back down to the pusher. $5 are kind of a bonus that gets thrown in because they take up at least twice the space of a quarter. You have never seen one of these before? That's wild.
Hey, wait, hold on just a second. Since we've got back at about 600 people watching, I haven't really talked to anybody tonight. Let me go ahead and ask. I'm nosy. Where's everybody from? Where's everybody watching from tonight?
Yeah, and if this thing starts that problem with kicking people off, if you're not subscribed and you dig us, please subscribe. If you don't dig us, please subscribe anyway. It don't cost nothing.
Welcome in from Tennessee, Not Your Angel, Jacksonville, Florida, Canyon, Ohio, Maryland, upstate New York, Houston, Texas.
And if any of y'all was watching when that tower fell, of course I went down to clean out, and like a split second after my head went below view, I heard the crash. So I go watch the video. Hey, it's at about 20 minutes or so. But I figured I'd do Wonder Woman theme. So, because you're Wonder Woman. You're going to change all this stuff, ain't you?
Thank you.
Welcome, Michael from Chicago, Kevin from Maine, Ruben from Washington.
Bostonians from that.
No, California.
No, it said THAT.
Hey,
You ain't seen it yet.
Puerto
There's a
Rico.
5-second delay.
Well,
I think
appreciate
about
y'all
like
hanging
that.
out with us and watching tonight. If you don't mind, give us a like, give us a subscribe.
Y'all
We'll
will
be
sit and
back
hang
in a
out.
little
I can
bit.
turn this off. Or,
It's whatever you want. If you want to keep your thing.
no, I mean, I didn't know if y'all had needed to get home. Okay,
Do your
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
We do own this machine. It's in our living room.
I was allowed to buy a machine because she'd rather back the game and me lose money to her or win it. Because, you know, whether I win or lose, I still got to take her out to eat. So we thought we enjoy it, and we got other people that get friends with on Facebook. John Ordover, Danger Zone Coinpushing. He puts on a good show. He does a morning show at 3:30 in the morning, around 5:30, sometimes 6. He has morning grind at 9:30. It's another live. Lasts about an hour to 2 hours, depending on how that stuff's going. You know, if he's had to do like 3 buy-overs, you know, it's like time to go.
Welcome, Debbie.
And then he does a game at 2 in the afternoon. I think it's 2. But this is all Danger Zone Coin Pushing with John Ordover. He puts on a really good show. And if you go to his channel, go look for the video about War of the Worlds. It took him, he made that. It's special effects, like the quarters are made into little castles shooting rays at the Martian things. It's really good.
My mom said she really enjoyed the platform.
Hey, guys.
But you did have quite a few in here from Bourbon County. I probably counted at least over.
And then I'm going to post this to Facebook.
Yeah.
Look at this. You know what that means?
That's,
So, I don't know what else left in here.Maybe just these 2 blue chips. Red quarter should be coming out sometime soon. The $50 were the top of the tower. But what money I win tonight goes to her for her signs and stuff. Because oddly enough, I was doing a job yesterday, and her sign was right next to the driveway, or the gate where I had to back in of a privacy fence to this lot on Main Street to clear it off, trees and stuff. I backed over her sign, and I was like, oh crap. So I got out, and it just bent the little wires to the ground, so I straightened it up. I don't know when it happened, but at one time trying to back in, and it's on Main Street, so you're trying to do it quick and back the trailer up. And I looked up, and her sign, it hit it from the side, and it looked like an accordion. So I'm gonna pay her for a sign on top of whatever I win tonight. It looks like she's won 25, 30, 35, 35, 37. Thanks for watching, y'all. I don't know. Amy only come over the phone to get rid of somebody once, so thanks everybody for being nice. I mean, most of our crowd's nice. I mean, I don't have Ain't nobody gonna rid me about nothing or get in my stuff because it's my machine. I'm not at some Martian's undercover outpost casino. You know, I don't have to worry about the casino's employees ripping me off. I mean, what difference is it if somebody's making up a story? They're making it up. Everybody watches movies and TV, so why is everybody in somebody's ass so much about you're making it up? It's at your house. Mine is at my house. It's fixed. I fixed it yesterday, but all these machines, if you want to say rigged, have that lip right there, and even some of them have little pegs that stick in the board. That's why they stack quarters up so high, which diverts them into that. This is set up hard, but it ain't set up. The game I set up, there's only one layer of quarters, because it takes 300 quarters to cover the top and bottom playing field.
Hey, Butch, Bok was asking if you're feeling better tonight.
Yeah, I'm feeling better tonight. I built that tower last night. I can't believe this farmhouse. It ain't got a concrete floor, so walking through here actually jiggles it. I can't believe that tower lasted 24 hours. I made it and was going to do that show, and the gravitational force of the couch got me, and I did not have enough escape velocity. And I slept till, what I tell y'all, about 3 this morning. I can't remember what I said that guy on John's page. He got on me and said, quit engaging with him. And I can't remember, but I didn't say nothing. You can take it, what I say, you can take it however you want it, But all I'm doing is taking up for him. I ain't being mean. People like them people, they're just trying to get a response. Thing is, I don't give them the response they want. Telling the truth is so much easier to keep up with. Now, John does have several places he plays. Me and John been talking every day on Messenger for probably, last 2 years at least. I got this machine. I think my first video was made last October. I built a tower about the size of this one. And it looks like a drink shaker. It comes in and then, the middle builds up, but smaller. Ooh, the ticket fell in. The ticket gets 10 gold chip drops. I named this machine the chip drop. I had modified it. You try to evolve anything, make it more interesting. I heard somebody was asking about the skill stop. Mine don't have a skill stop because I don't need it. I'm doing the same thing that, say, John Ordover does. He hits the skill stop button, then he can feed 400 quarters in there if he wants to. I just speed up the game, and I think it makes it more interesting. It's got more sound to it. Listen to that. Nothing better than the sound of money. We'll leave this thing running sometimes when the tire's in it. I built a tire, and that thing going back and forth causes vibration, plus us walking. And, yes. And all of a sudden something will fall, and when a tire like that one fell tonight, say if it falls off this down here, it'll shake the whole house. That tire is probably between 12 and 1,300 quarters. I'm a little low on quarters. I worked really slow this past winter. I had to use some. And Quick King's got that thing that you can pour a minute out of a peanut butter jar. But the little Jif peanut butter jars, they'll hold $100 in quarters. Plus, if you have it in your hand and somebody's trying to assault you, you can lay them out.
Well,
better than a roll of quarters.
Are you trying to get your ticket off?
I'm trying to get the ticket and the chip. I don't know if this chip went, that chip went in, must have rolled back in the dealership. God, Amy.
Don't blame me.
You're the one gets it. Who else am I going to gripe at? Uh-oh. Now look. What's that chick's name on Bewitched? That chip, no sooner than me, you said that, it moved an inch. It's going to go in the slot over there. Way to go.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Thank you, Bok. We appreciate it.
What's it say?
Welcome in, Fab. Welcome in, King and Dorothy. Brady says your voice sounds like Ron White when I first watched this.
Man, you ain't the first person to ever say that to me. I know. The only person I can think of is Donnie Baker. I don't even know what Ron White sounds like. So if he made it on stage, I might make it at this. Y'all used to that voice.
You'll really make it if you like and subscribe.
Hell yeah. Hey, for every like you send us, a quarter I drops gets its wings. Promise. So please hit that like button and please subscribe. You know, it's like we want to be the best we can at whatever. And I know you go back to our first videos, this is like the progression of the little grass school or something. But you know, I'm 60 years old, and after I quit drinking almost 13 years ago, my only hobby is buying tools for work. Like, yay! I'd even set them in the living room so I could look at them.
Hey, Hobo, welcome in.
But I got to watching this about 4 years ago. I think A&B was on. They did the place for millions of dollars. You know.
Kim's, yeah, we're from Bourbon County, from Paris.
So, we're still alive.
Hey, Jennifer.
I don't know if we
hey,
can get that ticket off, but that ticket, all that ticket gets us is 10 chips. 10 gold chips. That's why I've named this machine the chip drop. You can drop a full-size focus chip in it. Some, there's $half, like there and there. There's the roof of the dome was $half. I like the sound of the silver $half when they hit. It adds, yeah, like that. It adds a little something different. It's cool. I don't know if we can even get that ticket. I'm hoping. At least we get about as many as we put in. Hopefully it gets this big wad right here.
Chevelle, he was showing you how many quarters he had.
Yeah.
Paris, Kentucky. Skin said, me and my wife just bought a house in Somerset. We're pretty new to Kentucky. Welcome to Kentucky.
Welcome to Kentucky. You're about 2 hours away.
Where'd you move to Kentucky from?
This is how we spend
It's
2
in
hours
Bull.
almost every night.
What do you shake the machine?
There ain't no sense in it.
He's cheating himself.
Yeah, but it's like golf for sobriety. If you lie about it, you're just cheating yourself.
Mount Sterling, Kentucky. I'm from.
In a machine out in the real life at a truck stop or something, if it gets shaken, an alarm goes off, a little sensor hits a flap down here, and anything that falls off goes to the house. So you wasted your time anyway. But I mean,
from Spring Valley, California. I didn't know where you were from yet.
it is a crime to do that. I mean, it's my own machine in my own house. I mean, why would I do that? Now, I've told Amy I had an earthquake chip where I could bounce a couple times, but I couldn't get it over a 7.0.
Rolls Royce asked, what was your biggest drop at once?
In quarters or chips in quarters? Or are you talking about money or just quarters? Probably biggest drop I've ever had was probably about $5-6 if one lick. And that's a lot of quarters. I mean, when 4 or 5 come off this thing, it sounds great. But I don't know. Anything I tell you is a guess. But, you know, I'd say
how many quarters? What's the most you've ever dropped in there?
probably $5-6 in one drop. Because there was a roll, they laid a roll across. And that, like, picture a roll of quarters, but standing up, but then they tilt them. So they were tilted across there, and like, from here to here went. It could have been closer to $10. But it was cool. I miss a lot while I'm playing because I'm looking where I'm putting my hand up here. I'm looking at them quarters right now. Now I'm looking at them quarters right now. And then I kind of come up here and catch it. But sometimes I get caught standing up here because I'm trying to move something like that ticket and I'm looking on back and stuff's going to fall off whether I'm watching or not. Uh-oh. This is like when I used to do dope. It keeps getting smaller. I get less of it, so.
Rose Roy says, I love watching this. I just don't know how they don't fall all the time.
Hey, let me know if I'm about out of quarters on this game. I'm just trying to get that ticket now, but let us know in the comments if you want to watch another game here in about a half hour after I get done. Give me a chance to smoke a cigarette.
Somebody asked, where's where is this if you don't want me to ask you? It's in our living room in Bourbon County, Kentucky. Natalia Grace. Honey, this
See?
is not AI. It's in our living room. It's our
What
machine.
makes everybody think this is AI?
It's a fake AI. I don't know. But I appreciate all the comments. You
Yeah.
does too.
Hey, if you don't like us, hit dislike. That'd be great too. Interaction's interaction. Tell the truth.
Demon said I found a 1934 quarter from one of these and I decided to keep it.
I think I found 3 silver quarters since I started playing this. I go into the local banks. Our town's smaller, about 7,000 people in it, and going, that's kind of $300 worth of quarters, and they're like, what?
Hola! No, it is in our living room. You did not hear that wrong.
No, I ain't got no story to make up. If you like watching a good game, I think I set up a pretty good game. You got to put up with listening to me, but
Somebody said, Raymond from Australia said, that's cool, bro. In Australia, we shake the machine to make coin drop. The shop owner lets you do it once. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see how you regulate that, because you're going to give me a shake, what if it tips over?
Aylin said, I love the accent, NC native myself. Yeah, we got that Kentucky draw.
Yeah. What do y'all say, Ewans or y'all?
Charles, hello, this is your friend from Louisville that is now residing
Uh-oh.
in Turkey, Florida. Yeah, we do remember you, Charles.
Hey guys, if y'all want to watch another game, let us know right now, because here's what we won. My Jeep lost. I'm gonna put a Hemi in this goddamn thing, and it's gonna beat that other Jeep more. But so chips are 5 apiece. They got 25. These are 5 apiece. 35. And I won $2. So that's $37. And there wasn't no buy-in tonight. Because
No,
everything I
our
won
club.
goes to Cynthia's campaign for fixing her sign I messed up. I backed over.
This is way better than Josh.
I told her where I was working. She said, I had to stop. Somebody had vandalized my sign, and I was like, I ain't got a chance to tell you yet. When she walked in the door, I was like, I backed over it like twice.
No, the girl talking is not black. I'm white. I'm just country as all get out.
Kind of questions that? Do I sound like Abe Lincoln?
Well, how long you need to set up a Jeep race?
A jig brace.
Jeep race. How long?
Jeep race. I tell you what. Give me. Time is it?
It's 8:38.
8:38. Okay, let's go. 9 o'clock. Jeep race.
Give us a subscribe. It'll give you a
Yeah.
notification.
Please subscribe. I hope we got 1,241 viewers at one time right now.
We just crossed into.
I never understood the likes. I'm not begging y'all to hit the likes. I'm not going to panhandle them. Everybody says like, share, and subscribe, please. But are they made of gold or something? Do they hurt your finger?
Don't matter. Bro, the girl talking in school. Don't matter what color. She
Everything I watch, if I watch it, even if I don't dig it, I hit like because it was interesting enough for me to watch it. It's kind of like leaving a tip. So, anyway.
See y'all at 9.
Oh, thank you all. Man, it jumped up 13 likes.
13. Yeah, we're wrong.
Let me tell you what YouTube does. They give you tips on how to get more viewers. And then, as they're watching, we get up to start with like 400 viewers at one time. It blocks my screen. This blue screen says you need more subscribers to get more viewers. And then it kicks off 300 people back to 100.
Hey, somebody was
Now
asking
it's
what.
up to 1,000 people, cutting it back to 300. What?
So I was asking what the ticket was worth. I know you didn't win it.
The
Go ahead
ticket-
and drop 10 chips to show them what it was.
Okay, I'll show you this and then I'll get off here and I'll see y'all at 9. But if I win that ticket, okay, gotta beat the simulator, right? Ting, we won it! This machine I named the chip drop because you could drop full-size chips in it. So I was dropping.
Thanks for the subscribe from Missouri.
So you get 10. And I think the most I've ever gotten this bonus round, if I win the ticket, is like 375. You would think it would push more off, especially when it's like this, but that's the physics of a coin pusher. They have nothing to do with the real world. Okay, it blew the ticket out the hole. I hope you all saw that. That was funny. It was like, winner. Okay, let's count this up and tell me I won. Well, I'll take a break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Told you, that's a new record, I think. $9. So, I'll set up a Jeep race. Hold on, just so y'all, I know y'all want to hear this. There's that's $9. Pushed off $2 to win 75 cents. That's about how life works exactly right now. There's the highest prices, everything. Thank y'all for watching. I'm Butch.
And I'm Amy.
And I'm Cynthia Crystal. I'm running for City Commission.
I'm Brad.
And we're at Butch and Amy's Coin Pushing. Thanks for watching and good luck
See you at 9.
good luck to Cynthia. See you at 9. Later.